Well, hey, happy holidays.
Happy holidays to all of you. We're in the mood.
We certainly are, and we are here. Look at that. He's already a stinker. He's been carrying on. Oh, and we have to show you.
Yes,
because-
we're one of Santa Claus elves, and we're now in one of his wonderful sleds. We're test driving it, and we got our red little warmer around us.
Could we say we're test driving his sleigh?
Yeah, we're test driving his sleigh.
Did you feed Rudolph this morning?
I thought you did.
Oh, no.
No wonder why his light isn't quite as bright. Wait a minute.
Man, we're going to have to make...
Let me just toss something out there. Okay. He's grabbing it. All right.
We caught it.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Job,
It's
Michael.
all set. Oh, his light's brighter. His nose is really glowing.
Michael is such a character.
Takes one to know one.
Yeah, well, we are twins, right?
Yes, we are.
We have the same color eyes.
Yeah, we
Did
do. We
you
really?
notice?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
I didn't notice that until the other day when I was looking at the video. And I'm
All
like,
right.
oh, we really are twins.
Ooh, all right.
Okay, so here we go. We are really, really happy that we are here today to do our 2 o'clock Sunday message. We've been doing these for almost a year.
Wow.
That's amazing. I've been hanging out with him for over a year.
We deserve medals.
I told him he needs a couple of Purple Hearts. But here we are. I'm Tiiu Napp, in case you don't know. And
Dr. Michael Gross. That's me.
yeah, and we're here today with our holiday message because, well, you know what? Christmas is less than a week away.
Yeah, it is less than a week away.
Less than a week
Wow.
away. I hope you guys are all ready.
Wow.
But on that note, we wanted to come to you today, and our topic is holiday gifts.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I am ready. I've already put my message into
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy. To let him know that, I am incredibly grateful that last year, right before Christmas, I got this beautiful book.
And way before Christmas, I was at this beautiful book signing and was honored to see the pictures of Tiiu receiving her books and all the wonderful photographs, healing the holes in your soul. Says it all. Trying to get my finger away a little bit. It says it all.
The spiritual primer, here we go. The spiritual primer was a catalyst, okay? I called him. I called this guy and I said, listen, I want to buy this book. And I want to meet the author that wrote this book. So let's meet halfway. And in a public place.
Yep.
So we went and met in Gig Harbor and we had a beautiful lunch together.
We had some smoked meat. It was great.
And we had a beautiful lunch together. And he woke up my soul in that moment. And I was thinking, oh my goodness. And I've been reading this book ever since. Highly recommend it. And on that note, because of this book and this wonderful gentleman, that book got written. And I am so incredibly honored that here it is. Here it is. It came out in September. I am thrilled to pieces. It was a goal I set last, a year ago. And here it is. So this book first, okay, highly recommend it because this book is the catalyst to that one.
And this is such a wonderful book. It's a wonderful story of an amazing woman. I learned so much about abuse from the feminine side, and it's very empowering to realize what goes on. We all heard about it, but didn't realize how bad it was in detail. But you know what? This is Christmas. This is a gift, and each one of us are giving you a gift of unconditional love and so many things we want to share with you. So thank you for being with us. Remember, healing the holes in your soul.
And the spiritual primer.
It is a powerful.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be.
Oh, it's all right. We're good.
These are awesome Christmas gifts for anyone too. If you know anyone who is looking for the missing piece, I highly recommend one of these. Because he wrote the foreword in mine, and he changed my life. And on that note, enough of this book stuff.
All right.
These things are getting a little heavy to hold. Right.
Right. Hey, Mom, you making the turkey and the prime rib? Yep, she is.
Nice. We're going to get both.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to get spoiled today.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Rudolph, take your time. Dinner's not ready yet. Go ahead.
I love this blanket. I'm going to have to,
thank you.
Nice blanket. Okay. enough kidding. What I want to do is I'm really, really, really thrilled to be here today. And I'm going to go ahead and introduce you. We ad-lib this stuff.
Yes, we do.
We really don't know what the heck we're going to say. So it all comes out at the, and at the end of the 30 minutes, you get a few giggles, hopefully. And we have an opportunity to share this powerful message with you. So on that note, I'm going to introduce
Dr. Michael Gross.
Yeah, this is Dr. Michael Gross. He's an author, professional keynote speaker, transformational coach, and an entrepreneur. For more than 3 decades, he has been on a spiritual path as an intuitive, a healer, a spiritual counselor, and a teacher. Through the guidance of spirit, Michael has assisted others in their personal quest for self-empowerment, helping them to create the lives that they have long sought and to bring forth their intuitive abilities. Michael currently teaches classes in spirituality. His manifestation class was amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. The stuff that's come through since I took that class. Okay. So, it was amazing. I mean, I'm blown away. I'm literally blown away. But he currently teaches classes in spirituality, self-empowerment, Reiki, and other modalities. In concert with God, the true source, he has also achieved great success and miraculous healings. He remains humble, knowing the work that he does all comes from God, the true source. Michael lives in Lakewood, Washington, and he's just launched his nonprofit. I will let you introduce
the
him.
International Institute of Self-Empowerment. Yes, a dream come true.
And it's a little chilly in here, so I'm going to cuddle up a little bit in the blanket. But like I said, our topic today is holiday gifts. You ready?
Right.
Off you go, Michael.
Off I go. Well, I wanted to talk to you about holiday gifts. And the most important thing is to give yourself a gift. Not a material gift, but a gift of love and a gift of healing. And I'd like to address both of those for a minute. Very few people really love themselves. And I think it was the greatest love of all is love of yourself. I've mentioned that once before. I think Whitney Houston wrote that song, or not wrote it, but sang it. But more importantly, if we understand of giving love to yourself, it's not a conceited, haughty way. Gosh, I knew one couple, they were so beautiful when they would come over and visit them, they couldn't stop looking at themselves in the mirror. It's like, really? That's not really love. It's called insecurity. It's called low self-worth, self-love, and self-esteem, when you have to look in the mirror and admire yourself. The bottom line of learning to love yourself is to respect yourself. And everything you've gone through in life has made you the person you are right now. Tiiu once said that to me when I was talking to her about the book, and she said, I'm going to forgive every person, every man and woman too, that ever abused me physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. And I said, why? She said, because it made me the woman I am today, and learned about self-worth, self-love, and self-esteem. And now I can help a lot of abused women, children, and men. And that's so very important. So this gift of love that you give yourself is an appreciation. It's an appreciation of everything you've gone through. I mentioned before that whatever you have created in your life, because every obstacle, every challenge you've created directly or indirectly has made you the person you are now. And stop looking in the mirror and say, well, I got a little gray here, got a little wrinkle here, got a little double chin here, and I'm not as young as I used to be. You realize what you were doing is you're taking away your gift of life. As I often said, you're perfect, ever growing more perfect. No one ever reaches the stage of perfection because you're always growing more perfect, whether it's plants outside, animals, family, friends, relatives. And if you look at yourself in the mirror and you see what you believe, the wrinkles, aging, or whatever it is, that's not who you are. That's who you never are. It's not your body. It's your soul, it's your energy, it's your frequency, it's your vibration. How do you express yourself? How do you talk to people? How loving and caring are you? And what is it that makes you happy? You know, I talk around the anniversary of your birth, and I want to explain that for a moment. The anniversary of your birth, because, you know, shortly they'll be celebrating the supposed birth of Christ on December 25th, although some believe it was done in the spring, but we'll talk about that another time. Let's honor that. And if you think about the anniversary of your birth, the reason I chose those words, with true source inner guidance. Having a birthday is wonderful. When you have a birthday at 8 years old, you look at grandma and grandpa, it's great. And as time goes by, now you're 50 years old, and grandma and grandpa, hopefully they're still around. They look gray and tired and wrinkly, and mom and dad are gray, wrinkles, and so on. So there's a subconscious thought, I'm going to look that way when you get older. It's so embedded in you, you're not even realizing it. However, the anniversary of your birth is the joy and happiness. And it stops the idea that you're going to be old and decrepit and look like grandma, great grandma, or your mother and father, or whatever. Because you know what? You're going to look the way you would desire to look. And you are going to be as young as you so desire. That's part of the gift of life you can give yourself. Because your energy reflects your body. So you can be 40 years old and walk around like an old man or old woman, shuffling along with his cane or whatever. People go, oh gosh, you look like you're 60. No, I'm only 40. No, you look like you're 60. So the gift to yourself is, don't put out the energy of the age. Put out the energy of what you want to be. I don't care if you're 97 years old or 110. Put out that energy, and people will see the difference in you. That's one of the gifts of life and love you can give yourself. Another gift that you can give yourself is a gift of forgiveness. Forgive yourself for anything that you have ever gone through that was painful, or pain you may have caused anyone else. That's so powerful because it releases a cord of energy. And this cord of energy is what you think, you create. What you create, you experience. And you've heard me say that so many times. And the reason I keep repeating it is because people forget. They forget what they're creating in their thoughts. And just think about it. It's like call the true source. Some people like the word God, the true source. Think about that. What Jesus taught us, what Buddha taught us, Krishna taught us, and others, that the true source is unconditionally loving, allowing, non-judgmental. Remember that. So, isn't that a lesson for us? Another gift is be unconditionally loving, allowing, and non-judgmental. In other words, you don't have to be a doormat. You can love them, or you can love them from a distance. However, you don't have to fall into the trappings of feeling inadequate or feeling that you're too judgmental or angry or upset. So the gift of forgiveness is empowering you, because you see there's an energy that makes you upset and angry, and it's stored some part in your body. And whether you realize or not, let's take a look. If you're angry or upset, let's look at some of the things that happen. High blood pressure, maybe diabetes, no sweetness in your life, right? Maybe putting on a new addition to your foundation called your body, right? Maybe you're doing that.
Like an extra room.
Right, or an extra room, right. Or perhaps, you know, people have heart conditions or back problems. All this comes from an emotion. That's where it comes from. And if you don't think so, think about why people have high blood pressure, or why they're anxiety ridden, or whether they can't sleep, or whatever is going on. It's all called stress. Stress has to do with your emotions. So first of all, forgive yourself. Because truly, most of the time, you didn't really try to hurt somebody or hurt yourself. Other times it was done by anger and frustration. Either way, you're creating a no-win situation, because you don't let go of the anger, frustration, or hate, or whatever's going on. Not bothering the other person. It's you. It's you that's harboring all those energies. So what energy would you like to have? Well, in my opinion, unconditional love. And realizing every experience you had, because you gave yourself the gift of those experiences. Some were trials and tribulations, some were painful, some were hurtful. But you know what? It made you who you are. And that's another great gift. Now I want to turn the coin over and talk about another great gift. And that is the gift of being in service to others. And here's the secret. You don't do it because you want brownie points. You do it, well, let me back off. Not only don't you do it for brownie points, but you don't do it to be loved or liked. You don't do it to be self-sacrificing, to say, oh, I'm a martyr. Look at all I do for you. What you do is you do it out of love. And if you're not doing that out of love, giving the gift of service, then don't give it. And don't feel guilty about it. How would you like me to call you up? And it's 1 hour from dinner. Oh, listen, I need your help. I got to move 3 rooms of furniture. I need you. And then you feel guilty and you'll miss dinner or whatever because I made you feel guilty. Well, the right action, as you know, I always talk about right action and correct exchange is, sorry, XYZ, I'd love to help you. We're going to have dinner. I got other plans, but we can do it tonight or next day or whatever, but I can't do it right now.
How about this?
Yeah.
How about you say, sorry, XYZ, I can't do this now, but why don't I pick you up? You can have dinner with us, and then we'll all go over and help you.
You can do that too. If your guests wish to do that, that's a good idea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But most importantly, don't let anybody feel you do or make you feel guilty. That's what's important. Do it out of love, and don't do it out of guilt. And if you're tired and exhausted, and you don't have much energy in the same scenario, just say you're tired and exhausted. Because you know what? If you do it and you're tired and exhausted, you will end up injuring your body. Not permanently, but you'll twist an ankle, pull a muscle, or whatever, and feel very uncomfortable. So it's all up to you. These gifts are really beautiful. Now I want to talk about another series of gifts. And the series of gifts is what you can do that many others can't do. You say, well, what is that? Well, think about the things, your hobbies, or what you love to do. This woman sitting next to me, a great photographer. She has a great eye. That's a wonderful gift.
Thank you.
She has another gift, and that gift is she's a survivor and a role model for others. And she's a wonderful gift because she's available when she feels she can to help others. That's a wonderful gift. And she's a great mother and she's a great sister. And she's very kind to other people without self-sacrificing. And that's just some of the examples it is. So realize that it is our human nature to take advantage of people sometimes, intentionally, unintentionally, but we do it. You have to decide what is right for you. So let's be an advocate for each other's gifts. Be an advocate for your gift and an advocate for mine and Tiiu's and everyone else. Recognize them. And one of the best gifts you can give is a gift of compliment, appreciation. Saying XYZ, we got a great smile. Or XYZ, so good to see you again. You look wonderful. Or XYZ, thank you for dinner. If a person is sensitive towards the subject, and there was one person, gosh, you look great. Look like you put on a couple pounds. You look phenomenal. What do you mean I'm getting fat? And this person had a fear of getting fat. No, they were too skinny and they looked phenomenal. Or perhaps another compliment that you might say to them, you really look nice. I like that outfit on you. Well, what do you mean? I don't wear good outfits? People will come back because they don't appreciate the compliment. But don't back off. Always give them a compliment when it's right and you feel comfortable about it. Because that makes them feel good. Many times I'll go into a store and say, gosh, you look great. Thank you for all your help. And they sit there beaming and they feel so good. I made their day, but I told them the truth.
Can I add to that?
Well, sure.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I had to learn, especially from where I come from with my past, I didn't know how to accept a compliment. When someone said something nice to me, right away I was defensive, thinking, okay, what do you want? I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Many people are like that.
I didn't know what to do. And I had to be told, just say thank you. And I didn't know how to handle that at first. I thought, wow, you say something nice to me? I don't know what to do with that. And on the flip side, when you are doing things in service to others, make sure your motives are right, that you don't want something for it. Because I used to go out and literally put myself in financial ruins helping other people because I wanted them to like me. And I mean, that was wrong too. But I didn't know that until I met my brother because I never knew. Nobody taught me. I just went with what I thought was supposed to be done. If I give a gift here, maybe that person will be my friend. I didn't want a gift back. I just wanted a friend. And then when I did get a compliment, because, I did a lot of photography and I get back into it now. And I would give away my photos, but it cost me money to put them together. And I would give them away. And then when they said thank you, I went, "You're welcome." And I kind of slink away because I didn't make eye contact. So when you start loving yourself and start getting to know who you are, then all of this stuff changes.
Yes.
And I'm so blessed that he woke up my soul and I started learning, because I really didn't know who I was either. And I kind of got off the track, but
it's okay.
Accept a compliment. Look people in the eye. That's where eye contact is important, isn't I hear this sometimes, the eyes are the window to your soul. Check it out, right?
Yes, that's a lot of wisdom. Thank you for sharing the wisdom.
You're welcome.
It's really very important for us to realize it. So, Tiiu, how much time do we have left?
You've got plenty of time. Keep on going.
All right.
We've got about 10 minutes.
All right.
Quite 10 minutes.
That's plenty of time.
Yeah. This was fun, Michael.
I'm enjoying it, It's going to get a little bumpy here right now because we're going through a little bit of a storm.
You know what happened?
What?
Rudolph took off because he got done eating.
Oh, my gosh.
Hold on.
Well, get Gene Autry back to sing the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That'll help a great deal. Some of you may remember that.
I do.
But getting back to everything that's coming along with our gifts, there are so many gifts that we don't give thanks to. We don't show appreciation. And that's another gift I wish to talk to all of you about. So sometimes someone will say, "Hey, I'm at the store. Would you like this?" Ma'am, you pick it up. "Oh, yeah, thank you." But that's really a gift because they went out of the way to think of you.
Yeah.
Or perhaps they turn around, and many people give, Christmas gifts, holiday gifts, and they go, "Thank you," but they don't think they deserve a gift. Like, wow, how can you think that way? You don't deserve a gift. Of course you deserve a gift. That's honoring yourself when someone gives you a gift. It's really beautiful. And when you give a gift, don't expect anyone to give you a gift in return. Just don't expect it. One of the things I use or say, cliches, right? No expectations, no attachments. And that's really, really important. Don't have any expectations. But I want to go back more and talk about gifts. So be open to compliments, be open to physical gifts, be open to spiritual gifts, and give thanks for the gift of life you have, and give thanks that each morning you're able to do what you choose to do. And that's an important thing, choose to do, because I'm going to tell you, I've been in foreign countries and getting off the plane, and they're sitting there with AK-47s, and looking at me, and I was rushed through customs because I was working for this international corporation, and that's the story. But I can't tell you how many times I was rushed through and went through it and really protected. There were areas that I had to have bodyguards. So we don't appreciate everything that we're having for those of us that are looking at this wonderful podcast. So give thanks for your life. It's awfully important. I see so many younger people criticizing this or that or a country or whatever. I said, boy, if you've been in places where I've been, maybe we're not perfect in America, but I got to tell you, it's a lot better. There were places I couldn't even say anything about the government or whatever because I wouldn't be around talking to you. And I could not judge or criticize. I just listened and said, yep, and that's about it. Or in the banking industry where I served, I stood in line for a couple hours because they didn't have all the computers and all the modern equipment. Or walking down the street where eyes were peering at you, checking you out. There are areas that are really, or in the jungle. Yep. Where I was in the jungle, surrounded by piranha. These are the places I've been, and sometimes crocodile. But it was exciting. When I came back, I went, boy, U.S. is great. It's a wonderful place.
That's like when I went to Estonia.
Go ahead.
That's like when I went to Estonia before the coup, and it was still occupied by Russians. And I'll never forget this. The store shelves had nothing on them.
Wow.
And if you went to the store, you had to go early in the morning and purchase whatever they had. And then that was in 1991. And when I went back to Finland, it was a totally different environment. You could walk anywhere and the food was bakery, everything in the window on display. And it was nothing more than a boat ride across the Baltic Sea. That, we don't know how all those other countries are. If you've never been there, you don't know. Fortunately, Estonia is independent now and things are different. But that's just an example that, like what Michael was saying, there were weapons at the places that I've been to as well. It was some kind of a creepy feeling when I was in Africa. And, so when we come home and we're in the US, we have to, I became much more grateful when I realized how very, very blessed we really are to be living here. I did not know that until I went away.
And that's so beautiful, the thought. Thank you for sharing those thoughts. And we really need to realize that. So being in America is a gift. Not to say Canada and other countries aren't better or worse, but we're in America. So the comparison is, look at America, look at the gift, and look at how many people really sacrifice themselves so we can speak our piece or do whatever we wish. And that's so powerful. So each morning, I would suggest, wake up in the morning, give thanks, give yourself a gift of thanks. And I want to explain that. Just say, I give thanks for my life. I give thanks for my wife or children or husband, father, my job, whatever it is. Because the way the universe works is, whatever you express, it will come back to you. If you're giving thanks and positivity, that's what you give back. If you're expressing anger, that's what you're going to get back.
I don't want that.
No, you don't.
I don't want that.
But people don't realize that. Remember, what you think, you create. What you create, you experience. Very powerful thought. Keep that in mind and give thanks for your life. Give thanks for everyone around you. Once in a while, give yourself a hug. Because you are an incredible soul. You went through the trials and tribulations of life to reach this point, to watch this podcast.
That's right. And we're going to have to wrap it up now.
I know. And remember, you don't know where you're going. You can't get lost. That's one of my mottos. So Tiiu just reminded me, my sister, she said, you got to do this. Okay, well, wind it up. Go ahead, sis.
Yeah, we have to keep, we need to be mindful of everybody's time and, grateful that everybody is watching this.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And are you ready?
I'm ready.
Every Tuesday night, Michael does call in and now it has a new name called Michael's Angels. And there will be a poster coming soon, but right now it's still just a call in. Same thing though, you can come and ask any of the questions that you want to ask regarding spirituality or our universe. And it's every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard
Time,
whatever time zone. It's always Pacific Standard Time. And the number is 202-926-1059. And the access code
is 125446 pound.
One more time. 202-926-1059.
And the access code is 125446 pound.
I'll make sure that I put the numbers because we're going to give you another one, and I'll make sure I put the numbers and Michael's contact info in the comments below.
Okay.
Now, at the end of the call-in, what do you do at the end of the call-in?
Oh, I do a 10-minute little message. It's a self-empowering message. It's an inspiring and motivational message.
and it's recorded. So if you're not able to dial in, that's okay. You can still get a little Michael motivation on his recorded calls, which are always there 24/7, right?
They don't sleep. They're always awake.
They're always there. So if you want to dial into the recordings, it's 434-300-4170.
And the access code is 125446 pound. Sound a little like Ed McMahon, if you remember that. Ed.
I remember Ed McMahon.
Yeah.
But he remembers Ed McMahon's mother. Okay. On that note, one more time, the number for the recordings, which you can listen to if you're stuck in traffic, right?
And it starts with number 3 and goes up to 203. So there are 200. By the time you listen to this, there'll probably be more.
But he records them every Tuesday. And one more time, that number is 434-300-4170. And the access
code is 125446 pound.
Okay. This will be every second Saturday of the month. I'm just going to give you a plug.
Okay, give me a plug.
Because every second Saturday of the month, Michael does what he calls a mass consciousness healing.
Yes.
And I'm going to let you speak a little bit more about that.
Of course. And a mass consciousness healing is all about sending healing to not only Mother Earth, but all its inhabitants and all the souls. When I say inhabitants, it's the animal, mineral, vegetable kingdom. And there's an intelligence with them because we're all energy. But we'll discuss that another time. But it's so important because my personal goal, my mission, my goal, part of that is to get 1% of the population to feel the unconditional love and expressing it. And then the other 99% will follow suit. And I know that's so powerful. And with 8.5+ billion people, 1% is a huge number. But remember, everyone, you were created out of love, by love, from love, and with love. And that's the energy of the true source. Therefore, from 9:55 a.m., which is the sign-in time, to about 10:02, 10:03, we have a little chat.
Yes.
And it goes all the way to 11:01.
No, Michael.
What?
From 9:55 a.m. to 11.
What did I say?
I don't know.
Okay, 9:55 a.m., an introduction, till about 10:02 I speak. And then at that point, we go into silence. And at 11:01, I bring you back from your meditation, give you a short little message, and it's over. Especially with the holidays coming in, some people are sad. They need the one ingredient, not money, not gifts, but the feeling and emotion they're loved and not alone. And it's so important. This will be airing just before Christmas, right?
Well, we are talking right before Christmas. The second Saturday will be second Saturday in January. So this will be like right after.
You're right.
Right?
You're right.
I don't know.
It'll be right after that.
Yeah.
And come on, Michael, you're floating.
We're both a little bit. I think it's Rudolph's fault.
Yes, it is.
We've got this altitude thing going on here. We're flying.
Well, actually, it's the spiked eggnog she's been feeding me. Not really, but anyway. Okay. Anyway, so this is after Christmas, and the gift you want to give to Mother Earth and everyone is healing. That is so powerful, and it's a wonderful experience. And I need each one of you. We need each one of you. The inhabitants of this planet need each one of you to change what's going on at this time. So much frustration and anger and unhappiness and fear and doubt. Remember, you are the instrument of change and you are the solution.
Should we give them the number?
So please join us. And the telephone number is?
Then we should give them the number. Okay, it's 202-926-1059.
And the access code is 125446 Found. And one more
One
time.
202-926-1059.
And the access code is 125446 pound.
On that note, if you haven't got a copy of this amazing book, I highly recommend it. And they make great holiday gifts, but they also make awesome gifts any time of the year. So if you're looking for gift ideas, this one.
And this is a must-read, must-have book. It's inspiring. It's motivational. So I want to thank everybody with us. I wish you a very merry
Does he do
Christmas.
that well?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh. He's got.
By the way, have you been a good little girl?
Oh, yes, Santa.
No, then you won't get lumps of coal.
Oh, thank you. Oh, no. You know what? I feel like we're getting ready to take off. We're taking off again. Oh, no. Here we go. Have a wonderful holiday, everyone.
Rocky trip, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Remember, you are unlimited, right?
Yes, you are unlimited.
Unlimited. Namaste,
All right, everyone.
everyone.
Enjoy.
Happy
On
holidays.
Prancer and Dancer and Vixen. On Rudolph.